knee push-ups and elevated push-ups. So for knee push-ups, what I'm going to do is I can start in a plank position, and then from here I'm going to drop my knees down. Now from here I'm going to take my hips and tuck them under so I'm not letting myself arch my back. Now what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to take an inhale, holding my breath, I'm going to lower, letting my sternum come down to touch, and exhale as I drive back up. From here, the move is making sure that my hips are tucked. I'm squeezing my thighs and my butt as I control the lower to touch and drive the floor back down and come back up. What I'm looking for at the bottom is that my thumbs are by the sides of my chest, my elbows are in by my sides. And what that does is that allows me to keep my shoulders pulled down so I'm not shrugging with high elbows. As I land on the ground in that position, I'm looking for my chest to touch, but not for my hips to be lying on the ground. And basically what that does is by limiting how much weight is on my hips, that's encouraging me to stay in this hollow position, which is what we're looking to maintain throughout the range. All of that's going to carry over into the same position, but I'm going to be elevated for this version. Elevated just basically means that I'm pushing less of my body weight than if I were on the floor, right? So if I do a push-up off the wall, that's not much weight at all. Off the floor is a lot of weight, so I can rudimentarily make different steps or stages that allow me to work closer and closer to the ground as your strength increases. So for this, I'm going to take fingers spread out, place, I'll again come into my plank so my shoulders are over my wrists. I'm going to take my hips, tuck them under, squeeze my thighs, squeeze my butt. From there, take an inhale as I lower to touch. Exhale as I drive back up. Being mindful of keeping a straight line from my shoulder through my hip to my heels. And that line would be the consistent, if I'm on my knees, it would go from my shoulder to my hip to my knees. But those are knee push-ups and elevated push-ups.